Shalom, call Holo, Yahweh Shemio, Shabbat Shema Kakadash. Matter of fact, Shabbat Shalom, call Holo, Yahweh Shemio, Shabbat Shema Kakadash. Our honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. The hopeful like tabernacle of David. And the elder Yahshua, Shabbat Shalom and salutation to you all. Real quick, let's see. It's a long day at the golf course. The modern day golf course called the Plantation. It's a locket. Ecclesiastes 41 and 7 in the GNT. All right, check that out. The children will put the blame for their disgrace on their ungodly parents. Okay? And you are your foreparents, but the children will put the blame for their disgrace on their ungodly parents. So really, you dug your own hole, really. But anyway, we're seeing a whole lot of this right now. That's why I went and dug it out in the GNT. Anyway, real quick, this is, where's Reef at? Oh, right here. Let's go here. Iran MP claims Trump begged for face saving move. U.S. athletes rebel. This is what I want. U.S. athletes rebel at Olympics. All right. Let's check that out because their own tongues shall fall upon themselves. Okay. So let me see. 15. Commercial. Bear with me. Here we go.
It's been just 2 days since the inauguration ceremony of this year's Winter.
All right, Salaki, this is a Junta Ka reporter with your boy Refat here. Okay. Refat. And give him one more star from the top. 2 days. It's been 2 days.
It's been just 2 days since the inauguration ceremony of this year's Winter Olympics in Italy. And not one, not two, not three, but 4 major US athletes, big named US athletes, have come out in the open to share their disgust on representing their country, citing the human rights violations by the Donald Trump regime.
Now they can talk shit on Old Glory. MAGA. See, where's MAGA at right now? Right? Let me tell you who the every hand of the wicked. All right? Starting with the wicked, but not that wicked, the wicked, which is the labor. Then these niggas are ready to lead a rebellion. We don't have to do nothing, as we learn. Anyway, take Refat back just a hair. Go ahead.
Citing the human rights violations by the Donald Trump regime in their country. Let's not underestimate the significance of this development.
Woo!
I've never witnessed anything like this in my entire journalistic career, spanning over 30 years. I'm going to discuss this in greater detail and what it means to the US and its global image at a time when its rogue regime is busy lecturing Iran for him.
Everybody, the whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. The whole world. Ever think about what these other countries, they're watching what's going on right now. They're watching Donald Trump put pictures of Barack Obama up as a monkey. They're like, ooh, what are these niggas gonna do? Right? Jake is like, oh, that's normal. What are these other countries? What are they thinking as they watch this fucking saga unfold? Right? I got, people overseas, right? They're worried and what's going on? And I'm like, First of all, we don't even speak. Don't call me. We got this over here. Don't worry about me, god damn it. All right, anyway. What are they thinking? Where's this guy? Where's Refat? Like in England or some shit like that. They're over there. Why? If they're over there, Iran MP claims Trump, U.S. athletes, if they're over there in England or wherever the fuck they are, right? Why is the only thing that they're talking about right here? U.S. Olympics, Trump. All eyes are on Babylon the Great.
Rights violation. Talking about Iran. I'm also going to share a big revelation made by an Iranian MP accusing Donald Trump of making a plea. Literally, Donald Trump begging to Iranians to allow the US forces to hit at least 2 targets. In exchange, Iran.
I heard the same thing. Trump is in there begging. And then come back after a little deal was made. Oh, they backed down and they ran and They might have it on film, this nigga. He might have performed some fellatio.
Donald Trump of making a plea. Literally, Donald Trump begging to Iranians
on his knees. Fellatio.
To allow the US forces to hit at least 2 targets. In exchange, Iran can hit 1 US target. This is extraordinary. I will also talk about a massive face-off between extraordinary Australians and
face-off
compromised politicians of the country over the visit of Israeli war criminal Isaac Herzog, scheduled for tomorrow. So please stay tuned. As I showed you in my video yesterday, both Israeli terrorists and US Vice President...
Israeli terrorists? There are Israeli terrorists, right, in masks on US streets calling themselves ICE right now. Same thing.
Evans were booed by people inside the stadium during the inauguration ceremony. I had to delete this segment, unfortunately, from my YouTube video after YouTube blocked my video globally.
Blocked your fair use. Fair use. I'm not making any money. Instructional purposes only. This is for teaching only, and I will not be receiving any revenue whatsoever, and Refat will agree with me. Lord willing.
This despite the fact that the UK copyright law allows me to use reasonable portions of such broadcasts for news gathering and commentary purposes. But I have uploaded the unedited video on Upscroll social media platform where you can watch it in full. This guy...
Hi, I'm JT, and I...
Come on, Refat. I am Refat and I got commercials. I'm trying to get paid.
Kind of brought the spotlight on the glaring double standards of the International Olympic Committee, which has actually become a huge maligned organization. This compromised international body had banned Russia for attacking Ukraine, but it has continued to welcome Israeli terrorists in its competition, despite many so-called Israeli athletes take...
Get to it.
When it, I'm pretty sure you're referencing ICE and some of the protests and things like that. I think that as a country, we need to I feel heartbroken about what's happening.
Commercial.
In the Winter Olympics. Olympic gold medalist skier Chris Lillis had this to say.
I feel heartbroken about what's happened in the United States when it, I'm pretty sure you're referencing ICE and some of the
So here they are on the world stage. Everybody, the whole world's watching. What is that? Let's reference that real quick. What do I mean? See, I'm an old guy. What does it mean the whole world's watching? Chant. The whole world, RLD apostrophe S, watching it, ATCHING, chant. What does that go back to? The whole world is watching. What we're watching is a phrase chanted by anti-Vietnam War demonstrators that they were beaten and arrested by police outside the Conrad Hilton Hotel in Chicago during the '68 Democratic National Convention. The whole world's watching. The whole world's watching. Where's that? The current usage. 80s, 2011, 2018, Silent Sam. What the fuck is that? Pull Down, Tehran, Pink Floyd. What is it? George Floyd's Lot. Gaza war protesters outside 2024 Democratic National Convention. The whole world's watching. Let's go here real quick. So I can bear with. Chant. You gotta understand this thing. Look at this snake. The whole world's watching this genocide. The whole world's LDS watch. Chicago, what? Wow. You know who Chicago Transit Authority is? A band called Chicago. Chant, let's say YATCH. Chant. Let's see. Chant. Let's see if we can get some actual footage from the 60s. The whole world. How about some old shit now? Old Vietnam, the whole world watching police beat hippies. Let's see if we can get some. This is where it comes from.
We're going to jail, man. Like, let's go. All we gonna do is move forward, and if they lock us up, we lock it up, and God give us the breath to keep going. Let's go. Get out of here.
This was during Vietnam. Remember this. Okay? I had to be 4. Let's see. Amazing that I can say that I remember. 68. Let's see. 3, 4, 5. Then I was 5. But see, what you hear, right? What I heard, I hear choruses, I hear verses, and I hear songs. So when I hear the whole world, it has a beat to it, has phrasing, right? So things like that. This is how I remember the scriptures. I have a photogenic memory in that, in that respect. But I do remember, hell, I remember Beatles songs. I remember James Brown songs that were coming out as I was in the crib. But anyway, I do remember this, and it doesn't go away. Here's the thing, right, about this, right? 1960s and the rising of, guess what? It's all a psyop. This was a psyop too. It was all set up. King was set up. Riots were set up. They had agent provocateurs. There was a peaceful march until the provocateurs set it off and they rioted. It's all the same shit. What we're watching right now is same fucking play. When has Esau ever changed his playbook or came up with something new? It's just we're we're going to film this, we're going to film this, we're going to tell the story that same. They're beating the shit out of niggas, don't get it wrong. Okay, but they want you to see this. They want you to see niggas get, if they're pushing this out, this is what they want you to see. We'll see right here in about 2 months if we're shit gonna be so much worse than this. You understand? Pursuant to Matthew 24:21. All right, Jeremiah 30:7, Daniel 12:1, 2 Ezra 16:74, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Time unlike no other. Well, this already went down. And if this wasn't a psyop like the motherfucking moon landing, right, I'm sure that they whooped some ass and clunked some heads. But overall, guess what? Guess what? Start top down. What was king? Agent. How hard is it to get a little still footage? It was so violent in there, you got to shake the camera and make it look like, come on, just hold it still. My point is we see exactly this kind of footage today with the best cameras in the fucking world. It looks exactly identical to this. Could this have been staged? The answer is yes. I didn't say it was. Could it have been like the moon landing? Yes. And I don't mean that it didn't happen. I know it happened. Why and what was going on? What did they say it was? What name did they give it? Right? You can get people to run for any reason, right? And get beat down with clubs for any reason.
You look around you now and tell me what you see. Faces full of hate.
I see a bunch of white people, right, fighting the cops. I don't see no Negroes. What's going on? Could this be staged? Now, beating down niggas and shooting, that could be very real, but this?
Faces full of me. Do you feel the rumblings as your head comes?
Make it look even, right? Make it look like, oh, well, it's everybody. Are they grabbing up everybody? Is ICE grabbing up everybody?
Do you know what I mean? Well, you better run. You know the end is getting near.
And this is what we were taught. Oh, the 60s and the civil rights, we were taught. In class, something suspect when they teach you this in class. Well, the civil rights and Martin Luther King and Bobby Kennedy and JFK and wait, what happened to JFK? Conspiracy theory. What happened? Well, he was assassinated in front of everybody. It was a very traumatic. What is this? This is trauma. Wholesale. They're showing you. Look at this. Who was in there shooting this? Where did this come? Oh, we're shooting a riot. I'm in the middle of the riot. What kind of cameras did they have back then? Did they have a little tiny handheld? No, they had that thing with two big-ass reels on it. And how are they getting this footage? You're not thinking. Where did this come from?
Feel the wind of something hot come whistling past your ear.
Look at the perfect lighting. What about the moon landing? What are we watching? Okay.
protests and things like that. I think that as a country, we need to focus on respecting everybody's rights and making sure that we're
The whole world's watching. This dude has the bully pulpit right now. So let's examine the situation. What's he doing? Who's he promoting? Who's he standing with? What's he doing? Okay. So we got to examine a little closer. What? Never trust thine enemy. Let's go through it real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and close. What was that? Sirach. That's the G&T. Let me go here. Let's go to Sirach. Let's go to 10. Let's go to 12 first, and then we'll go to see, because you can't leave nothing out. First, you have to never. Sirach 12 and 10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is this nigga's wicked as hell. So is his wickedness. Sirach 5. And here's why you don't take anything for granted. You got to look at everything. Be not, Sirach 5 and 15, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. So, look at his fingers. He winketh with them. Look at his ears. Look how big they are. Alien ear. No, I'm kidding. Look at the logos. Right? He's promoting Powerade. SILLI. Let's see. What do they call? ISIS. ISIL. SIL. You gotta look at shit. Search. Search is his name spelled. Sirch. SIRHC. Sir Hick. You're reaching, buddy. Am I reaching? Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. Just having a look. It is the glory of a king. What? The glory of a king. Woo! No. But without people. No. Let me get this. This is what I'm looking at. 2, search. In the Apocrypha, out a matter. Out a matter. Proverbs 25 and 2. Salaki for just going everywhere. Following the Spirit. Proverbs 25 and 2. It is the glory of the Most High to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out a matter. You gotta go in and look. This Chisholm Bop and what do they call it? Kabbalah. Kabbalah and Chisholm Bop. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. Look that up, nigga. Salakia. Salakia. Anyway.
As they
Did you see that? Did you see that acting? That was acting. Watch. Before he even hit him, this dude was lurching back in pain. Watch. Watch.
As they try to get you, where it will upset you down. Now you know what I mean. Someday you will see how long we've waited.
They do not beat down Edomites like that. Sorry.
For the time.
They will shortly, but did they do that? No. That would have been no.
Show me how we've done.
ask you this, okay? Who's out there? Who's fighting right now? The hippies, right? Oh, where did the hippie movement? And furthermore, okay, there was a hippie movement going on. There were the people that were going out and doing what they are portraying right here. Oh, the hippies, the non-blacks, or whoever was out there protesting the Vietnam movement. Well, who was writing and making protest and the music for this movement? The hippies. Well, do we got to go into it? It was a psyop. Okay, the mamas and the papas. Psyop. Crosby, Still, Nash, and Young. Psyop. Okay. The Doors. Admiral Morrison. Psyop. You want me to keep going? Beatles. The British invasion. Psyop. All right. What is it? EA. What's the record company called? Electronic and Musical and EMI. Electronic and Musical Instruments. What is that? It's a subsidiary of the what is it? Those frequencies and that shit that they put, that backmasking. Look up Adorno. Okay? Slovakia. Adorno and this guy Aquina. What's that? And why did they kill what happened to John Lennon? Did somebody, one of his fan just killed him, right? In the same fashion as Mark David Chapman, right? Am I getting them mixed up? Who killed Chapman? Chapman tried to kill Reagan, right? It was the same shit. Anyway, what are you looking at in the 1960s? Look back. First of all, look at George Floyd. This is what you're looking at. George Floyd was a psy-op boy. You don't know. The whole world's watching. Why? Why would they put this on television if they didn't want you to see it? Because the whole world's watching. Anyway, I'll probably name this that. Okay, we're not ignorant. They didn't want you, just like the Epstein files, right? Who are the perpetrators? They're showing you what they want you to see, but they ain't showing you what they don't want you to see. Who are the perpetrators? That's what redacted. What's redacted? The names of the victims are not redacted. We're going to throw a couple of niggas out there. They probably ain't got a damn thing to do with it. But these billionaires, oh no. What's it going? What's it going on the way out? Let me see. The whole world is watching, dude. 2 core, 2 and 11. We'll close on this. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. This is a device, okay? Now, I mean, I could go into his tongue falling upon himself. I don't believe that he's out there or they put him up to this. I think he's in trouble for he's trying to protect himself, but he's speaking. He's on the edge. He's on the cusp. He might get checked. Okay, and their tongues are falling. And they said there was about 3 of them that went up, and I mean, here it is. It's in America, so maybe they had them come out and try to play the middle, right? That's what it sounds like. Let me see.
Treating our citizens as well as anybody with love and respect. And I hope that when people look at athletes compete in the Olympics, they realize that that's the America that we're trying to represent.
His teammate and fellow skier Hunter Hess said he had mixed emotions about representing the US at these events. In other words, what he meant was that he wasn't really proud of being an American at this moment. Trump's thuggery and his disregard for human rights had made
You see where this is going, yeah. Let me read this one more time. This is Sirac 41 and 7 in the GNT. Their children will put the blame for their disgrace on their ungodly parents. What's going on now? It's just going to grow like a crescendo. With that, we hope that the elector edified your brother and few sisters. Shabbat Shalom.